Hello guys, so in this tutorial I'll show you how we can do a character head turn using a basic concept. So I'll just create a new project, and for the project name I'll just call that head turn. So that'll be head underscore turn, and I'll just click OK. So I said head turn already exists, so I'll just say head turn underscore 2. And just to give it a unique identifier, and let's create a new scene, and I'll leave everything at default and click on create scene. It says the name cannot be empty. I need to give it a name, so I'll just call it 01 and hit the return button, and I have that window here, and it's open for us and ready to work with. I like using drawing, so I'll just switch over to drawing like so, because it gives me initially much more space to work with, and we can use this to create our head turn. So I'll grab the hand tool and just drag this and kind of like zoom out a little bit. It doesn't have to be super close like that. And next I'll create a new raster layer, and I'll hit OK, and let's just drag this up so we can see what we're working with. And we'll go to our raster, and I really like the default brush, nothing complicated, just the first brush, and I think I'm good to go. And I'll set this to the brush tool, and I'll just test this a little bit. And also let's try sketch 2, just see that difference. So this is sketch 2, it's very soft, but I prefer sketch 1. I'll just delete everything here. I'll open up the eraser, and let's just erase what we just created right now. So first, for our head turn, what I want to do is to get the basic character sketch. So here on this column layer, I'll just double click on this. I'll call this guides, and with these guidelines I'll use it to create a basic guide. So what I'll do is just draw a nice shape for the character face, nothing too complicated, just a simple circle like so. And I'll give my character eyes. So what I'll do is, okay, let's do the eyes here. Let's say eyes here, for instance, our eye sockets, and then let's create our character eyes like so. And let's give our character a nice nose like that, and let's give him a nice smile. We can even do a neck if we want, a neck like so. And then we can just give him nice ears. And let's see if we can make this more interesting. Let's give him some nice brows like that. And let's create our character's hair. So I'll just do something very simple, nothing too complicated. So this is our character's hair, and this is our face shape. So we'll just drag this over here. Right, so this is our little basic character. So how do we turn this character's head? Now that's the question. So this is going to be one of our key poses for this character, and this is going to be our extreme. This is our extreme pose. It's actually not really okay to use a midpoint for that pose. Now I can actually see the ears. Something's wrong with the ears here. I'll just go ahead and use the eraser and kind of like clean this and go back to the pencil or the brush and kind of like mark this from here and here. It's going to be around here. So that's roughly our ear size, location here, like that. And like I said, if we want, we can do something here. I'll call this sketch, and next I'll create a new raster layer on top of this, and I'll call this guide. So the guide is going to be different from the sketch layer. For the guide, I'll set this color to something bluish like that, and I'll go back to the guide layer, and I can just begin to draw a very faint guidelines to tell me where the eyes are, where the bottom of the nose is, where the mouth is, and then where that chin is, just like that, and we can use this to specify the hairline. So basically that's what our guide is doing. It's just giving us a basic idea of where our character's features are, just so when we want to trace this later on, we can do something very specific, like so. So these are my guides. I'm just going to lock this, and that's just it. I can turn this off and turn it back on by clicking here in between the eye and the lock icon. And the reason why I'm locking this is I don't want to accidentally draw on this layer. You can actually see if I put the cursor over this layer, I get a cancel icon that tells me I can't sketch here, but I can actually sketch over here. So what we're going to do next is to draw our extremes. So this is our sketch on 1. I'll be drawing on 2s. So this is going to be, and I'm going to have 4 drawings. So this is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. I believe so. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So on this layer, if I click on this, it's actually going to turn on the onion skin, and with the onion skin I can see what I'm working with right here, like so. But you can actually notice something here. If I do this, so if I lock this, I can't actually see the sketch, right? I'm not seeing these guides for the sketch. So let's go ahead and fix that. If I go back here to animation, and on my sketch, I can drag this to extend the duration of this. So what that means is if I move my cursor over here, I should be able to see the content I have. I'll just go ahead and get rid of that. Sorry, it's my guide, not my sketch. So I don't want to hold my sketch. It's I'll just set this back to 1. It's my guide I want to hold. So again, make sure you've unlocked that, and then go over here to the guide, click on this and click this and drag it down to say 12. Basically, if we move this, we can still see our guide, and this is going to help us when we want to create our art. So let's go back to our drawing, and I'll move this to frame 3, like so. Get rid of this, go to frame 3 because I'm drawing on 2s. And if I go to my sketch layer, I can now see that I have the guides available, and I can actually see my drawing on frame 1, but I'm on frame 3 because this is the onion skin. It allows me to see this. So for my guide, I'm going to lock this. And with that, we can begin to create our turnaround. So for that, I'll go back to my sketch, which is this guy right here, sketch layer. Make sure we're on the pencil tool, and I'll begin to draw the outline and begin to consider that my character has started turning. So the best thing to do is to draw my extreme pose first, and that's going to be on frame 9 because I'm going to have 4 drawings. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I go to 7 and extend this to 1, I can still see my drawing. In fact, if I want to, let's just leave it at 7, and this is going to be our extreme extreme pose right now. So let's just go ahead and start drawing here, and I'm making this, I'll just darken this a bit, use black for the drawing, or blue. Let's use blue. Blue is super nice, especially when you're sketching out your character. So let's just go ahead and quickly stretch this out. So our character is going to be facing the right direction fully. So I'll just drag this over here and pull out our neck like so, and I'll just make sure I'm keeping our guidelines okay. And then for the nose, I'll just quickly bring it out and push it back in here. And for our character's mouth, I'll just drag this line to indicate our character's mouth. Very basic, nothing too complicated, like so. And then for the ears, since I have this guide for the ears, I'll place the ears around here, like so. And also trying to take note of that volume. Now the eye is going to be roughly the same size. and I'll just place the eye over here like so. It's very close to the face, and I'll just do a dot for the eye, and then the eyebrows, because I have that guide, I'll just drag the eyebrows here, and for the hairline I'll just do something like that, like so, and we have our little character here. And we can always hide this to see what we're doing. So that's our character's profile view. Very basic, nothing super scary, super serious. So now what we want to do is to add our in-betweens for our 3/4 view, and then our view that is close to this view. So to do that, I'll just drag this over. So we can actually see, boop, 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 boop. Our character has turned over here to the side, front view, side view, and then we begin adding our 3/4 view. So here you can actually see it's slightly colored because we have our we're telling the onion skin to show us our view. So next I'll start drawing this character's face again. So let's just go ahead and start doing that, and you can see it has faded out to give us this information. Now the ear is going to be roughly the same for the 3/4 view, and a 3/4 view is roughly the front and the side view all together. So I'll just connect this real quick and then draw our ear. And for the hair, it's slightly going to change because we're going to see more of the right side of the hair. And then for the eyes are going to move slightly towards the right because our face has started to tilt towards the right. Now you can see where the nose is, it's facing left. Our nose is going to start facing right this time around. So I'll just do this and have our nose here. The mouth is pretty much going to be the same thing, no difference. And we're also going to just indicate our neck like so. But then the eyes, especially the position of the pupil has to start facing the right direction. So it's not going to be in the same place. The pupil is going to start facing right. So I'll just draw the eyes like so, slightly trying to keep that same volume for the eyes. And automatically these are not the same volume, so I'll just clean this and have another go. So let's see, let's try to draw same volume, trying to think about the guides. And I'm going to place the eyes slightly here to indicate that our character is facing right. And then I'll just start drawing that same eye volume again, like so. And let's just place this right here. And we can turn off the onion skin. So by doing that, you can actually see clearly we got the eyes wrong. So let's still erase the eye again. It's not written on stone. We don't have to do it, get everything on one go. And I think I just cleared the nose of it. So let's make sure we're actually getting the volume of the eyes. So let's get back to our pencil. And what I'll do is just try and make this slightly circular and larger, trying to follow our guide. And let's try to make this slightly circular and larger as well. I think this is better. And then now we can place the eye over here and place the eye over here, the pupil over here. And then for our eyebrows, we could just place some close to the eyes like so, and close to the eyes like so as well. And then I believe we've gotten the mouth already, and our nose is now facing towards the right. And we can even add a little effect for the ears, which I believe we didn't add on frame 1. So let's just add that quickly on frame 1, like so, just to make it more interesting. So we have our tree like that, and we can actually see a problem with the chin, right? So this is slightly square, but our chin right now is looking weird. So let me just quickly go ahead and fix that. So if I turn this on, we just need to square our chin a bit, kind of make it slightly circular. Again, you'll actually notice these little changes like so. So we'll just drag this, trying to keep it a bit balanced, so we can turn it on and just see that like so. All right, so we have our character here, and then finally he's here like so, and then he's here. So we have our main breakdown, slight turn, and now he's fully turned. So on 5, so if I set this to 1 and on 5, so on 5 is where we need to have our drawing where our character has almost turned. So we just need to see these two, so here and 5. So again, let's go ahead and draw our character. So I'm on 5, and I'll just start drawing this. Now it might be slightly confusing, so I'll turn off this. So I just have my frame 5 and the last frame. So let's quickly get the outline of the character's head, like so. And I'll just go over here. Now our nose hasn't fully protruded, so it's going to be slightly, it's not there yet. It's not there yet, right? So we're slightly going to just indicate that. And then our mouth, we can just make it slightly longer because it's in the profile view. And then we can actually begin to see the edge of the other eye. So we're going to have a smaller eye like so, and then we'll have a large eye like that, perspective. And I'll just place this and place this, and we can see slightly the edge of the eyebrow because the eye is staying away, going away from us. And then our ear, we can leave our ear in that position as well. Actually, our ear is going to be closer, so I'll just clean that and then draw our ear, because our ear is almost, remember, it's almost here. Right, so this is our full ear position, so we'll just draw our ear around here to indicate that it hasn't gone to that full profile position yet. So, and we'll just draw our hair. Like that. And then we can just go and see that that turn. So here we have our character turning like so. Okay, so there's still a bit of errors to fix, and that's how you can do a very basic head turn. Remember, these guides can be there to guide you, and I'm actually noticing a difference between the shape or size of the eyes. So here the eyes are a bit larger on frame. So this is 5. So if I do this and do this, you can actually see that difference between the size of the eyes. So on this frame, the eyes are a bit larger, and that's how you can fix some of these issues. If we wanted to play this and without cleaning it up, this is how we actually get in that loop. So I think I can stop at 7. Let's see. You can set it to loop, and then we can drag this speed up a little bit to say maybe 12 or 8, and we can see our basic character turn. So that's how you can rough off a quick character turn and clean it up. Make sure you use the guides, or else we'll have this wobbly sort of effect. It's kind of funny, but that's not what we wanted. So either way, thanks very much for watching, and that's how you can do a quick character turn.